Ever get sucked into like a new app, where you download it for free and next thing you know, bam, you're hooked.
Totally. Happens to me all the time. You're telling your friends about it, maybe even shelling out a few bucks for the premium version.
Right. Well, that's kind of what we're talking about today. But like in the wild world of crypto with something called airdrops, it's basically where platforms just give away free crypto
Yeah.
tokens.
Free money, kind of, though it's obviously a little more complicated than that.
For sure. And we're looking at a huge example of this, like seriously big, this time from Optimism.
Yeah, Optimism is trying to shake things up. They want to make Ethereum, the blockchain, faster and cheaper to use.
So we're not talking about just another cryptocurrency here. Optimism is like a platform trying to change how things work behind the scenes.
Exactly. And they're putting their money where their mouth is, literally, with this airdrop. We're talking 10.3 million OP tokens, which is their own cryptocurrency, worth about $16 million, going to over 54,000 different users.
Okay, let's break this down a little. $16 million is a lot of cheddar to be just giving away. Why is Optimism being so seemingly generous?
Well, it's all about strategy. Think of it less like free money and more like a smart investment on Optimism's part. See, by giving away these OP tokens, they're aiming to get more people engaged with their platform to build a loyal user base.
So it's kind of like those loyalty programs that give you points every time you shop somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Huh.
those points basically incentivize you to keep coming back for more, right? Airdrops are basically the crypto world's version of a loyalty program.
So it's not as easy as just like signing up for something and then boom, free crypto. There's got to be more to it.
Yeah.
So how do you actually qualify for this specific airdrop for Optimisms?
You got it. This wasn't just some random lottery. To
Yeah.
get in on this Optimism airdrop, you had to be using their platform, specifically something called their Superchain. And not just casually browsing around either. We're talking at least 20 different contracts between March and September of this year.
Superchain. Sounds kind of like, I don't know, intimidating. Can you break that down a bit, make it make sense?
Sure, it's a mouthful, but it's a really interesting idea, actually. Imagine the Superchain, like, a network of highways all connected. Instead of just one blockchain, you have this system where different platforms can kind of communicate and work together, share resources, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So it's about more than just this one airdrop. They're really going for building something much bigger here.
Exactly. Optimism is playing the long game, encouraging people to use this network.
And this wasn't even their first rodeo, right? This is like, what, their fifth airdrop?
Yeah, fifth one. They've already given away a massive amount of OP, something like 265 million OP tokens through these airdrops.
Wow. That's serious commitment.
Yeah.
It's clear they actually believe in this, not just trying to make a quick buck.
Totally. And it seems to be working. Right now, OP is trading at around $1.55 per token. That puts their market cap at a cool $1.9 billion.
Hold on, back up. Market cap. For those of us who, aren't billionaires, what does that actually tell us? Why does that matter?
Good point. It's easy to get lost in the jargon. Basically, the market cap gives us a sense of how much Optimism is actually worth, at least according to the market, kind of a measure of how much investors believe in what they're doing.
So a market cap of $1.9 billion. That's saying people are taking Optimism seriously, huh?
Yeah, this isn't just a flash in the pan. This is a project that's getting people excited, bringing in serious money, and that's huge, even if you, like you said, aren't planning on investing in crypto anytime soon.
So even if our listeners take away just one thing from this whole Optimism airdrop, what would you say the big takeaway is?
I think it shows how some crypto projects are trying to do things differently. Instead of relying on traditional fundraising or advertising, they're using these airdrops to build a community organically. It's a really interesting approach. Only time will tell if it becomes the standard, though.
Yeah, it makes you think, will we see more of these huge airdrops in the future? And if so, what would that even look like, a year, 5 years, 10 years down the line? Could be a complete game changer.
It definitely could. Though we also have to remember, the crypto world moves fast, things change constantly. What works today might be old news tomorrow.
That's the truth. Well, that's about all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.
See you next time.